go through a couple things. What's been going on with the Raiders? See, a lot of people keep blaming things on Pryor, and I ain't a Pryor lover. I'm not all up on his dick. I don't think he's the shit. I don't think he's the fucking next coming or I honestly not even sure if he's our starting quarterback. But the thing that bugs the shit at me is because everybody's just using this to their advantage. Is one of these two shitty games, these two past shitty games. Well, let me explain something to you about these two shitty games. One, you gotta understand we don't got no running game. Our McFadden has been shit. Okay, he has not done nothing. He is fucking averaging 3 yards per fucking carry, right? Barely even that sometimes. And not only that, um, we barely even have a wide receiver game. Daenerys Moore has been more consistent, yeah, but the consistency, if you compare his consistency to any other starting wide receiver, you would see that he is basically he's a second wide receiver. He's not a first, like a number one go to guy. He's a number two. Sorry, but he is. He so and I understand no wide receiver help, no running back help, and the O line, of course, is trash. Our fucking O line is complete trash, man. And it's not our fault that injuries happen. I mean, if Valdir was there, who knows, something better might have happened. But yeah, our O line is trash. Now there's just something going on with the defense. I don't know what went down, but out of nowhere, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but it was right around the time that I don't know if Tarver, maybe they said something to Tarver and it was because he threw the middle finger up and all of a sudden he was off his game. I highly doubt that's what it is, but who knows? Maybe that might be what it is. But we were not the same defense. Our linebackers did not play the way they normally play. They weren't stopping the run. They weren't getting in the backfield. They weren't making pressure. It seemed like a whole nother team, and it was frustrating as shit. And no, but it really pissed me off. They couldn't tackle. They couldn't like break off a block. They break off of their block. People blocking them and shit. It was really frustrating. But uh, there's a couple good notes. I mean, poor. Uh, well, there's a couple. It was a couple good plays. From our backs, like in coverage. But the only thing was when all everybody else covered, who they pick on? DJ Hayden, of course. I mean, they just tore his ass apart. And that's all I gotta say is welcome to the NFL, rookie. That's what happens, man. You're new, man. They're just gonna pick on you. Uh, but Tracy Porter did okay, I guess. Mike Jenkins, he got injured, and that kind of sucks. Um, this is day to day, and McGloin, yeah, he didn't do shit. Honestly, I'm gonna just come out and say, man, McGloin did okay, and I'm sorry I said he didn't do shit. He did okay. I seen like I went back and watched it, and he did okay, but not good enough, man. I'm sorry, but it's not like he had like 3 touchdowns within like 4 minutes that he played or 5 minutes that he played or whatever. 7, what the fuck ever. But he he did get us down the field. He got it twice, so there's that. But still, he couldn't punch it in. We couldn't punch it in. He couldn't throw it in. It's like, okay, he did the same shit Pryor did. Pryor always gets us into the red zone and then we can't score. So we would not be any fucking different. And like I said, a lot of people are using this to their advantage, but come on, man, we ain't got no fucking. Where the fuck are our weapons at, man? McFadden's fucking turning into the bust that he is. No offense, but I can't stand the guy right now, man. He let me down big time this year and last year. So, I mean, I was hoping I was hoping he would have a breakout season because of his contract year, and he's worse, a lot worse. Just horrible, man. And Ross got burned. Bad, man. Hey, Ross got burned like I think a few plays. I think like 3. He cost us the other 3 touchdowns, and DJ Hayden cost us another 3. And I think that last one was just a broken play. Um, So there goes 6 touchdowns that just got we got burned on because of two separate players. But at the same time, I can't I gotta say clean that shit up. But at the same time, it's like it's the first time he slipped up. He's actually done really good in place of Tyron Branch, and he's he he had one really shitty game. He had one really bad game. So he hopefully that doesn't happen again. But shit happens, and we just gotta move forward. Uh, Now, yeah, thing about DA, I was actually cut off on it last week, and I wanted to. Well, the last video I cut out on it, but I want to say, man, I'm not saying we should get in there, coach, because I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of getting in there, coach, but I think he needs to get his head out of his ass, because I honestly do not think DA like I just don't think he preparizes. I don't think he prepares for shit. I mean, he. He just. I don't know. It's like if you go back to last year when he first started. I mean, he didn't prepare the snapper, and what happened? That cost us the fucking game. Not in the first game of the year, and that set the tone for the rest of the year because we sucked for the rest of the year, just like that. And it wasn't prepared for shit, and not until after the bye. I mean, and we won a game this year after the bye, and after the bye last year was the one time we actually had came off this came off the bye and played the best we did last year, and this year we actually broke that stupid ass fucking 10 years of losing after the bye bullshit, which is good, but I mean it took him a bye just to get all his guys prepared. Where on average, every other coach that has a winning season or actually gets their fucking team prepared, it only takes a week. So yeah. And the thing about it is, it bugs the shit out of me because he doesn't even know the depth chart of the other team. Sometimes he doesn't know the players, he doesn't know the stats, he doesn't know shit when asked the day after a game. He's I don't know. And don't tell me he's playing coy either, because then like 2 days later he actually does know. And I'm sorry, but any other fucking coach would know right off the bat exactly who they're playing, exactly what they're doing, how they study in the off season, just so that way they get a little bit of an edge. And I just don't see that edge in Allen right now. Hopefully he gets it, because honestly, like I said, I'm tired of fucking switching coaches, and I'm tired of fucking all that bullshit. I hope hope he does get it, and hope he gets his head out of his ass. If he doesn't, hopefully we can get Lovie Smith or fucking Gruden back. I mean, because Allen, that fuck you. And I did say in the last video I wanted to get rid of Allen. And fuck you, we need a new coach. But I mean, like I said, I don't. I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of doing the little never-ending spinning door when it comes to coaches, and it's fucking annoying. So hopefully he just figures it out. He got to get more prepared. He got to get his guys ready for this shit, because what he's doing right now isn't cutting it. It just isn't cutting it. Now, another thing that's been bugging me is the more I think about it, the more I realize, McKenzie, I like a lot of the moves he's made, especially with our defense, and I like a lot of the other things he's done, but I don't trust him with picking a quarterback. I just don't, because I mean, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, we're gonna get a real NFL ready quarterback in this year's draft. We're gonna get a real NFL ready." That's all I keep fucking hearing. And look, that's great, but how do you know they're NFL ready? You don't. You don't. There's no fucking guarantees. Everybody thought Ryan Leaf was gonna be the fucking star, like, quarterback coming out of the draft. They thought he was gonna be the best, and what did he do? Bust. Bust. And then there's fucking, I don't know what was his name, Jamarcus Russell. Yeah, you believe it or not, he was on a lot of motherfuckers' draft boards coming out of college, and what happened? flop. I'm sorry, but and the thing is, I just hope McKenzie doesn't pick a quarterback this draft because I just have a really bad feeling it's gonna be a flop because if you look at his track record so far, yes, he drafted Aaron Rodgers, but that was back in Green Bay. Quit fucking bringing that shit up, okay? His track record with QBs, not so good. I mean, for one, Tyler Wilson didn't even make the fucking team. Let's see. Two, brought Matt Flynn in. You guys know how that shit went down, right? Now, so far, that's 0 for 2. If he does it again, and third time's the charm, supposedly, I have a feeling it might just screw us, man. I just do not. That's a waste of a draft pick. He wasted a 4th round draft pick on Tyler Wilson. That's fucking pathetic. The guy didn't even make our team. That was just a really bad decision, and he could have used that on a fucking good wide receiver. All right, he could have got it. There was still a couple good wide receivers on the board. That's all I'm saying. And look at where we're at right now. We have no fucking wide receiver stepping up. Like I said, Daenerys Moore, he's doing good, but he's not doing good enough. I'm sorry, but he ain't. And in my eyes, he ain't. He just no. All right. I want a tall motherfucker. I want a fool that could take some fucking hits. All right. I want a Megatron. All right. I want a fucking Megatron. I'm selfish like that. What? And just and I actually figured out. I think Jock Crawford, or was it? Nah, it wasn't him. Actually, maybe it is. I'm not sure. I gotta look it up, but I did. I gotta look at it again. But you realize that his first draft, only 2 people are left in his first draft. All right, and we had a little bit of picks. But we did have 6. Okay, and you would expect at least 3 of those to maybe hit and maybe see potential, put them on a practice squad, but they ain't even on a practice squad, all right? Everybody from our first draft, except for Tony Bernstein, is gone. We get no fucking hits off his first draft, all right? And none of them, and even Tony Bernstein, he ain't doing that good. He's okay. He ain't doing that good though. He ain't breaking out as a star, and that was our first pick in the 3rd round. So hopefully. And like I said, and then this draft, it just bugs the shit out of me that he wasted that pick on that QB. I mean, in the 4th round, and I hope in the 1st round we do not go. I hope we do not go after a QB in the 1st round. That's what will piss me the fuck off this year. Is if we go after a QB in the 1st round after okay. Actually, I don't want a QB at all this year. To be honest with you, I don't. I mean, I hate to say it, but if anything, I think we need a proven QB. We need to stop taking chances on QBs coming out of college. I'm sorry, but we just can't do that anymore. We can't afford it. We need a proven QB. If we had a proven QB, a guy that we know is good, that like the Broncos did with Peyton Manning. They knew he was good. What happened? Yeah, look at them now. And the fucking same thing with Alex Smith. I think he's overrated as shit. Don't get me wrong, but he was decent enough to get them to wins. Okay, and I'm mad enough to admit it that he's good enough. And if we get a good enough QB off of like free agency, there you go. But we do. And I will have no argument with it because he's just making moves. But as for a draft a QB, I'm tired of people saying we're gonna draft an NFL ready QB because that's not gonna happen. I mean, you don't know. It's a flip of the fucking coin. You don't know what's gonna happen, man. And it's annoying when I hear that. Anyways, and like I said, I don't like his track record with QBs when it comes to us right now. It's not good. So I just wanted to get that off my chest. And I'll be making another video pretty soon. Go Raiders.